sideways. Just keep, well, you know, orientation is important and sideways is better. I don't know. Anyway, so I'm brewing dragon's milk. Problem is I have a Beaver and it will only take 17.6 pounds of malt before it's too full and will not accept any more malt or overflow or something, I guess. So here's what I'm doing. Brewfather suggested this much water for mashing and this much water for sparging. Now I have yet to decide how much of that water I'm going to put in a side pot to do a brew in a bag on the stove at 156. It'll be these malts. So I'll be milling these malts aside on their own. I'll be milling these malts together to go in the kettle, along with these, which will not be milled. They'll just go in the kettle with the milled malt. So I've already ground the base malt of the 2-row, which I think it should be Maris Otter in this, or at least there should be Maris Otter in there somewhere, and I'll probably adjust this, but this is a suggestion. Although I did have to make some substitutions. For example, the Sapphire was supposed to be Brewer's Gold, which I don't have. Anyway, and I had a tough time with this little bitch the other night. I found out it's all about so you got the one wheel that you can spin to make the grain go. That back wheel, if the bearings in there are bad or like got gummed up with malt dust, which for doing about, let's say 50 or 60 batches, it got gummed up. And the problem was it was just using the drill. It didn't matter how fast I got this thing going, because I got a hammer drill, this thing, and it's good. It goes really fast, maybe too fast in my opinion, because I could hand crank it, but I couldn't do it with that. RPMs are just too much, maybe. Either way, what you want to do is take it apart and grease it up. I used olive oil. Like I took the bearing out and put it in this little cup of olive oil, and I wiped it off with a napkin. And then I got some of this special stuff to put on the shaft. I don't know if this is correct, but I did it anyway because it was either this or lithium grease, and lithium grease seems like it would be toxic and tastes like something, so I didn't use that. Okay, so yeah, this is basically my breakdown of how to fix your broken roller, or your roller that just refuses to do anything when you get the grain in there and it just mills and mills and nothing happens. What you want to do is pull it back off your bucket like that, put your hand in, and while you're spinning with your drill, you can give the back wheel a little nudge, and that'll be just enough to get the thing started. I'll show you here in a second, because I'll probably have to do that. I just got to set the camera up where you can see what I'm talking about. So let me see about doing that now. I'll turn it back this way. Stop looking at my stuff. Alright, so, yeah, there's my face. Anyway, see if I can't break a bonger while I'm trying to set the camera up so you can see what I'm talking about. There we go. That's pretty good. Alright, here we go. I'm going to hook this up and use it, even though it was like, I spent 5 hours trying to use this the other night. I was shoving the malt down with a fucking butter knife. I ended up using a trusty, that's one thing. If you are on brew day and you're trying to get it done and it's not working and you don't feel like taking it apart and greasing it, what you can do is get your kitchen mixer. Is that what they're called? I forget now. I just blended it up, a blender there. I blended it up in the blender and then I poured in here, and the dust would like integrate into the crack and make it move the passive wheel. Alright, so let me show you what I'm talking about here. So I got just 2 malt in there. Let me get an actual malt in there. So yeah, get all your malt in there, you know, it's just spinning, nothing's happening. You get in there, do that. Now what it's for. Oh, she stopped melting because I picked her up. And we just gotta give it a little nudge. Maybe it's a little bit too often. Usually it's one nudge and it goes. Because I probably didn't do a great job on my bearings. Another thing you may want to look into is replacing the bearings on this back passive wheel eventually, because they just get gummed up. There's no way around it. It's just like a car. Sometimes you gotta replace the wheels, but that doesn't mean the car's bad. You don't gotta replace the fucking car. It's like probably $5. I don't know. Even if it was $20, it's still worth it over spending over $100 to get a new mill. Unless you're getting like a 3-grain roller, which if you have the money and the budget, get a 3-grain roller. Yeah. Anyway, I'm not trying to make this a long video. I'm just trying to show you guys how to fix this problem. I'll show you the inside here. I think the shaft here is bent also. If you notice the jiggling, it's a lot of jiggling there. See, it stopped. Stopped malting. Let me put you back down and do that some more. Oh, no. Sorry. The camera. The proper place to sit. I'm hungry. And there's no one here. Because I haven't done any videos in forever. I got 370 subscribers, so come on. That quick. It doesn't get worn out. That doesn't even make any fucking sense. How does this get worn out? It'd be like saying, like, oh, my tires are flat, my car's worn out. I gotta go buy a new $20,000 vehicle. Gotta get it certified used pre-owned for $20,000 because my car's worn out. What's wrong with it? I don't know. The engine just can't move the car for some reason. Yeah, the engine still works. There's nothing wrong with the drill. The fucking rollers still spin. It's like if you lift the car up with flat tires, the wheels are gonna spin too. Just gotta plan ahead, maybe buy a 10-pack of bearings, so then you're good for life probably. For that, and some CP film or something like that. Or non-toxic lithium grease if there is such a thing. It's a little slower with this drill. I bought it for $15 yesterday though, just to see if it was only the drill. It wasn't. I plugged that sucker in last night and got like 12 pounds done in about 3 minutes. Had to keep feeding it every now and then. I mean, it's kind of awful. It's still going. It's slow. It's almost there. I'm so jiggly. I'm not jiggling hands. Almost there. And usually when it's real low, it'll go. It doesn't have any problems like this. Well, it's jiggling less too. I guess when the hopper's spilled, it tends to jiggle me more. And as you know, you'll notice the left side is a little bit opened more. And then my drill just comes right off. Yeah, the left side's open just a tad bit more than the right side. But also, it's important to lock down these nuts, these wing nuts here. You want to lock them down with a pair of pliers like those over there. Like, just get in there and tighten the shit out of that so that this doesn't move around while you're milling. And as you can see, I crushed pretty well. It's a lot better than what I was working with the other day. That was like cereal mash. It was like flour. I didn't get a stuck mash though. You just gotta, if you use a blender, you just have to make sure to stir the shit up. I watched some guys make a beer out of a pure powder. They just milled their 2-row until it was powder. So now I gotta weigh out my barley and my oats. Actually, let me weigh out my pound of barley here. Yeah, whatever. Okay, whatever. One pound of barley flaked. A pound of oats. Although it would be a pound and a half of flaked barley, I just don't have it. I bought that just on a whim. I was gonna do like a dry Irish stout, but I never got around to it because the first one I made sucked. It had a tanginess to it because I refuse to do anything with my water chemistry, so that's probably why. I was going to buy another one of these fucking things, though. For what? Y'all want to see my weight setup? I can't see if y'all can see. I got this flour bucket from Lowe's. We're getting rid of it. Oops. A little bit too much. There. Good enough. Oh, get out of my way, grain mill. All right, there's our mash for the kettle. Minus the 120, the chocolate malt, and the roasted barley. And I will film some more later when I have something to show.